Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Lady M Beauty. Today we're getting into a luxury foundation first impressions wear test. I will be testing out the Carolina Herrera foundation and the bronzer in today's video. If you're new here, my name is Melissa. I go by the name Lady M Beauty online. If you are a lover of luxury beauty and lifestyle, then be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. So first, we always talk about packaging here. So it comes in this red box with the Carolina Herrera logo. I also picked up the bronzer and a lip gloss as well. And I'm gonna actually test out the bronzer today, and I might, apply the lip gloss. So let's look at the bottle. Very luxurious, right? I love the nude color that we have going on here with the gold. You can see the name. On the top is the logo that we have there for the Carolina Herrera. Yes. And it just says Nude Couture Triple Moisture Serum Foundation. So this is going to be more of a radiance foundation. So now that we got the packaging out the way, let me go ahead and jump right into applying the foundation. So I already applied my primer. I went in with a mattifying primer. Oh, this looks like a lot of product. Going in with my foundation brush, and yeah, I think the shade is gonna be pretty good. Ooh. So I like to stipple. I don't like swipe. This feels more refined than trendy, and look at that shade. Has a slight fragrant smell, so again, be mindful of that. A lot of these luxury fragrance brands do have fragrance, so they're not going to be fragrant free, so just be mindful of that. So I went back in with another pump or 2 pumps of this foundation. It spreads easily. I'm using a brush. I don't typically apply foundation with sponge. I always use my brush, and this has been a new favorite brush of mine. This is from BK Beauty, so that's what we're using to apply. So it does blend out very nicely, giving radiance. See, I still have some glow peeking through my skin here and here, and yeah, so all right, so let's get into my first initial impressions of this foundation. I would say that as far as how it appears, I would say that it's not doing any blurring or smoothing of my texture. I definitely think you can see here, like when you look, you can see the glow. So normally when I would say that stuff glows, you kind of have to have like good skin underneath it, because it could emphasize texture because of the glow or the radiant finish. I typically have issues with my smile lines. Foundations, this is the first part that I usually will notice it leaving. But I can tell just based off of the application, how it's gonna wear. And I would say so far it's looking pretty good around my smile lines. Around my nose, I don't usually have problems around there. Mainly it's just around my smile lines. That's typically where I have issues with foundation. I would not rate this as event only yet. I would say because I wear foundation every day when I go to work, so this is definitely going to be everyday luxury wear for me. I would need to wear it some more to give you my thoughts on if it's event worthy. Especially because it's radiant, and typically for events, I like a more satin finish or soft matte finish, because I feel like when you start out just being radiant and then 4 to 6 hours, you can look kind of sweaty, or like, you know, just oily, because your oils are gonna naturally come through. So that's my first impressions. And so now I'm excited to try this bronzer. It's a Moisture Lock Bronzing Powder. It's their Nude Couture Matte Bronzer, and the shade is Deep 40. This is the darkest shade that they had. So yeah, let's get into it. This is gorgeous. I love the nude packaging. It has the Carolina Herrera logo right there in the middle. And then on the back, it has this nice red, whatever this is. The color is red on the back of the bronzer. So you can see that right there. And this is just luxury, y'all. So, how do you, okay. And you open it, it has a mirror, and then this is what the shade is looking like right there for you. I'm gonna swatch it so that way we can take a look at it on the camera. I did swatch it in the store, but I mean, it's the darkest shade, so I didn't have a choice. This goes on smooth. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the color, but that is the color. Yeah, you can see it just a little bit right there. On my finger, this is what the color is looking like. So now let's get into the application. I'm also gonna run this in my crease and my lower lash. This is gonna be my eye look for today. I'm tapping off the excess, and let's see. What do we got here, Carolina? Ooh, definitely feels luxurious for sure. It's fine, it's soft, it's not applying patchy at all, and I can see the color payoff right there. What do you guys think? All right, so let's get into this bronzer here. I actually like the way this looks. I went in, I tapped off the excess. The swatch kind of had me feeling like I got played, but it actually looks pretty nice. It blended amazing over the foundation. So again, I did wear the Carolina Herrera foundation. It's not muddy, it's sculpted, it's matte, and it is not too warm, too red. I think this is more of a neutral bronzer, and it does give me a nice sculpted look. I'm not too, you know, over, and I'm just very natural. So this is perfect for every day. I do think it's buildable, so if you wanted to go in with more, you could, but I think it did a really nice job of just bringing warmth back into my skin without looking muddy, no cakiness, no powdery, just chef's kiss. All right, so I'm back. Final look. I am finished. I went in with blush and a little lip liner, and I went in with the gloss. Now this was supposed to be pink nude, but this is not pink nude at all. It's more peachy nude to me, but it's very clear. It didn't really, you know, do much as far as lighten up the lips, but I went in with my MAC Root For Me liner. All right, so let's get into my thoughts. Now, who is this product for? I think this product is definitely for you if you're into luxury foundations. If you're into a good performing foundation, you're gonna like this foundation. If you like a radiant finish foundation, you're going to like this foundation. It is a serum based foundation, so it's skin-like. It's infused with, you know, skincare ingredients. So it's going to enhance your natural skin underneath. Just make sure, you know, you're prepped. As far as skin types, I definitely think if you're dry, you're definitely gonna want this foundation. If you're oily, I think given that we're in the winter season, you could still wear this foundation. We all tend to get a little bit drier during the winter season. So I think all skin types can definitely rock this foundation during the current season that we're in. But typically, if you're dry, I would say you would absolutely like this. If you like a radiant finish foundation, you will absolutely like this. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. It's skin-like. It's not heavy. It's lightweight. It has great coverage, medium coverage, and I definitely think it can be built up to full without looking cakey. Who might skip? I think if you like a more matte look, if you like more of a satin type of look, you probably will want to skip this. But it's definitely geared towards people that love glow, radiance. But again, even though I went in with powder, like, it's still giving me a healthy, glowy skin without the emphasis on texture or pores or anything like that. So I definitely think you will find something there. Does this earn a place in my rotation? Absolutely. I love it right now. I can't wait to see how it wears for the next couple hours. So I like to try to find something that it will be comparable to. If you love the Dior Forever Skin Glow, it's very similar. I think it feels more refined and slightly less radiant than the Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation. So that's my closest comparison as far as how does it perform, how does it look, what does it remind me of. Definitely gonna say the Dior Skin Glow foundation. This is a polished, grown base, not flashy, but intentional foundation. And that was the look that I went in with. Nothing over the top, just real intentional, focusing more on just natural skin, like good, perfect, everyday look right here. That's kind of what I went for with the foundation. Now let's quickly change gears and talk about the bronzer, because if you are somebody that loves heavy sculpted bronzers, you're not gonna like this at all. It's actually giving my favorite a run for the money right now, but I just love that it brought warmth back into my skin. I went in to my crease, my lower lashes, and down my nose with the bronzer, and it's just chef's kiss. Absolutely will have that in my rotation. But if you just like just to enhance and bring warmth back, this is a neutral bronzer. It's not too muddy. It's not gonna be too red. It just adds the right amount of warmth to the skin. Yes, and that's it for today's video. I'm so happy that you're able to join. Drop in the comments what your thoughts are. How do you think this looked? Is this something that you're gonna try? Be sure to let me know in the comments section down below. Now, before we go, please, if you aren't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Be sure to turn on your notification bells to be notified whenever I upload new videos. That's it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.